Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are. It's still morning in my neck of the woods, but good afternoon to everyone else joining us. We're here for another episode of Harness News Update, January 19th edition, and we're live on our presenting sponsor, harnesslink.com. Harnesslink.com is the only harness racing website truly dedicated to covering news and events in the standardbred industry worldwide. You've got Australia, New Zealand, Europe, US, and of course, Canada. And we're also sponsored by HarnessBid. HarnessBid is a game changer for the standardbred and harness racing bloodstock industry. Provides buyers and sellers with an easy-to-use online platform that offers global reach, unparalleled transparency, and convenience for you, its customers, zero commission. So check out harnessbid.com for more. Sorry, I got a little bit of hiccups here. The only downside of doing a live show is when you get the hiccups. And we're also sponsored by our friends at the USTA. Today, we got some things to go over. We're going to cover recap racing from over the last 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, the 17th and 18th. Tracks from North America. And near the end, I'm going to throw some picks over the weekend for Century Mile in Edmonton and Charlottetown Driving Park out in Prince Edward Island. Oh, but first, let's get to our recap action. We're going to jump back to Wednesday. Western Fair. Mr. Tyler Borth continues to impress. Having had a great 2023, kicks off 2024. He ends 5 wins on Wednesday at Western Fair. First win was with Ultimate Twix, a 4-year-old mare. They go 205-3. The second win of the night on Wednesday, Maximus Power, a 9-year-old gelding, goes 203-1. Hat trick time was race 5, a couple races later. Pimento, a 10-year-old gelding by Some Beach Somewhere. They go 201-4. Grand Slam time comes the next race, race 6. Miss Chantel Maccabee, a 4-year-old mare by JK End of an Error. 204 flat was the time. And the 5th and final win comes in race 7 for Tyler Borth on Wednesday night with Take a Peek at Me, a 5-year-old trotting gelding by Trixton. They go 203 flat. Tyler, Mr. Borth, 30 wins already this year and 133 starts, $252,000 in earnings as a driver. Move on to another track that only had racing Wednesday night, not last night. So we're going to go to Northfield Park. Couple drivers with hat tricks. First up, Luke Ebersole. He had 3. His first win to kick off the card with Dudley, a 4-year-old trotting gelding by Long Tom. They go 2 minutes and 2. The second win for Ebersole comes in race 9 with YS Matthias Bro, a 5-year-old gelding by Shadow Play, 159 flat in the wire-to-wire effort. And his third win comes with Who's Your Celebrity in race 13. A Rocket Image product gets the second win already of the year. They go 156-2. Luke Ebersole, 12 wins and 89 starts this year, $139,000 in earnings. The other driver to get a hat trick Wednesday night at Northfield Park was Christopher Lems. His first win comes in race 8. With What's the Talk, a 4-year-old gelding by What the Hill, wire-to-wire effort, and 158-4. The second win, a few races later, race 11, Pound Sign, 7-year-old gelding by Pet Rock, 155-2. 28-4 closing quarter, first win of the year for the gelding. And Lem's third win comes in race 15, with Macklemore, a 5-year-old trotting gelding by Explosive Matter, 2 minutes and 4/5 for the mile time. Christopher Lems this year, 191 starts, 23 wins, $2,071,000 in earnings. Move on to Monticello Raceway. A pair of drivers had 2 wins. That was the most wins the driver had Wednesday afternoon at Monticello. First, Bruce Aldridge Jr. He wins the first race with Ackles Hanover, a 5-year-old gelding. Second win already for the gelding. He goes 159-4. The second win for Aldridge, race 4. Caviart Val, a 7-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. They go 158-1. Aldridge in 2024, 6 wins in 66 starts. The second driver to get 2 wins Wednesday afternoon at Monticello was Gregory Merton. His second win actually comes in race 6 with Twisty Weed, a 4-year-old pacing mare by Huntsville. They go 2 minutes and 3/5. The first win was the race prior, race 5, in the open trot with Icebreakers K, a 5-year-old trotting gelding by Winning Minister. I'll step aside. Let's listen into this open at Monticello Raceway.
Our feature race, the open trot, ready for a start. Thereof, Constance Victory leaves, so does E.R. Shane. And on the far outside, there goes Icebreakers K, going 3 wide and now looking to take over the lead. On the inside, that is Henry I Am now gets away, now trotting 4th. But now suddenly I Am has gone on a break. So they move down the back to the quarter. So there goes E.R. Shane up to take the lead from Icebreakers K second. Then it's Constance Victory third. The first panel in 30-1 at the paddock turn the first time. So we have E.R. Shane who leads it by an open length. Icebreakers K trotting in the 2-hole, followed by Constance Victory now trotting third. Another 2 lanes farther back there. 2 race ace, Woodside Amelia and Nancy Barr. So they come by the stands for the first time. E.R. Shane holding on to that length advantage. Pocket trip Icebreakers K second, followed by Constance Victory third. Race ace fourth with Woodside Amelia. Then it's Nancy Barr and Patrick Hanover. Far back and out of it, Henry I Am. The half in a minute and 4, 30-3 panel. Moving around the clubhouse turn, E.R. Shane holding on to a length lead. Icebreakers K second with Constance Victory third. Another 2.5 back to race ace trotting fourth with Woodside Amelia fifth. There goes Patrick Hanover moving up on the outside with Nancy Barr, and you can forget about Henry I Am. 3/4 in 1:30-3, 29-4 third panel. Moving around the final turn, Bruce Aldridge still has E.R. Shane still in front over Icebreakers K second. And right now they're at the top of the stretch here in the feature. And in the open trot, it is still E.R. Shane looking to go the distance. Icebreakers K now slides over to the passing lane. And here comes Icebreakers K on the inside. And it's Icebreakers K.
Again, Icebreakers K. Move on to Monticello on Thursday. 2 drivers had 2 wins as well. Fernand Paquette gets 2 wins. He wins the first race of the day with Hard Working Man, a 7-year-old gelding by Heston Blue Chip. They go 2 minutes and 2/5. His second win of the day. Look at that snow. I love winter racing because it looks so cool. His second win of the day comes race 9 with Better's Authority, a 6-year-old gelding by Better's Delight. 158-4 was the mile time. Fernand Paquette has 7 wins and 48 starts in this year so far. The second driver to have 2 wins Thursday at Monticello was Thomas Merton. His first win comes race 4 with Junior's Due, a 10-year-old gelding by Western Ideal. They go 2 minutes and 2/5. Merton wins back-to-back races. He also wins race number 5 with Mare of the City, 4-year-old mare by Always Be Mickey, in 158-4. Thomas Merton, 7 wins this year in 62 starts, just shy of $40,000 in earnings. Move on to Wednesday at the Meadows. 4 drivers had 2 wins. That's the best that anyone could seem to do. David Pallone wins 2. He wins race number 2 with a 4-year-old trotting mare Bet on Brenna, a Swan for All sired trotter. Gets her first win of the year in 2 minutes and 2/5. Pallone's second win comes race 13 with another mare, A Rhythmic Dream by He's Watching. She's a perfect 2 for 2 this year. She goes 155-4. Pallone sits with 18 wins and 74 starts this year, $170,000 in earnings. The second driver to get 2 wins, which we'll look at here in a second, was Hunter Myers. He gets his first win in race 5 at the Meadows on Wednesday with Blackout Betty, a 5-year-old mare by We Will See. She's got her second win in 3 starts this year. They go 201 flat. Myers' second win comes a few races later in race 12 with an 11-year-old trotter, Mac Dino. He gets his first win of the year, 53rd of his career, in 157 and 3. He's made 280 starts, this trotter. Hunter Myers has 18 wins this year and is over $226,000 in earnings. It's actually over 1,900 lifetime wins now, or career wins now, too. Third driver to pick up 2 at the Meadows is Aaron Merriman. His first win comes in race 7 with the 5-year-old mare Osceola Hanover. That's a name that sounds familiar. She goes 156 and 2. His second win comes race 10 with another mare, 7-year-old mare Toot the Lou by Sweet Lou. She goes 157 and 3 for her first win of 2024. Aaron Merriman has 39 wins this year, $443,000 in earnings already. The fourth and final driver to have 2 wins at the Meadows on Wednesdays was Christopher Lems. Talked about him once already today. He wins the first race with the 3-year-old filly GT Cool O'Toole in 158.3. She's got her back-to-back wins now. His second win comes in race 8, 4-year-old Gelding Bars Open. Second win for that for the trotter as well in 157 and 4. I'm sure I read it once, but here's Christopher Lenz again. The record this year: 23 wins, $271,000 in earnings. Really close to 3,000 wins lifetime. He's 7 wins away. Now Thursday at the Meadows, a pair of drivers had hat tricks. First up, we'll look at Ronnie Wren Jr. He wins race number 2 yesterday at the Meadows with the 4-year-old gelding Hold My Drink by So Surreal. First win of the year for the gelding. They go 156 and 2. Ooh, so big bang outside. I don't know if you heard that. Welcome to Winnipeg. Second win for Ronnie Wren was race 5 with the 4-year-old mare Suma Beach by Fear the Dragon. They go 155, just winning by a neck here. Ooh, close finish. Who says harness racing isn't exciting? And Ronnie Wren gets his third win yesterday at the Meadows in race 11 with Hot Flash Kimmy, a 4-year-old mare by Looks Like a Chippendale. They go 157 and 2. This mare has won 4 of her last 5 dating back to last November. Ronnie Wren's got 32 wins this year, over $320,000 in earnings. This other driver to get a hat trick yesterday at the Meadows, David Pallone, he wins race 7 with Kingston's Bad Boy, a 9-year-old gelding by Shadow Play. They go 157 and 1. His second win comes race 8 with the 4-year-old gelding Chiseled in Faith by Heston Blue Chip. They go 156 and 1. And his third and final win yesterday at the Meadows comes race 12 with Win Sun Tiara, 4-year-old mare by American Ideal. They go 155 flat. And again, this is a driver I've talked about once today, but let's throw his stats up. 18 wins and 74 starts, 174,000 in career earnings. He's over 20,683 wins in his career. Wow. Now we'll move on to Miami Valley. Yes, Wednesday, a pair of drivers had hat tricks there as well. Up first, Tyler Smith. He wins race 4 to start things off with Ace's Rock by Better's Delight. Goes in 155 and 1, just holding off the competition here. Tyler Smith's second win comes a few races later in race 10 with Couch Cutsinger, a 4-year-old gelding by Racing Hill. They go 151-2. Almost gets chased down here, but just is able to hold on by a nose. And Tyler Smith's third and final win comes race 11, Mossy's Dragon, 4-year-old gelding by Fear the Dragon, 153-2. This horse has been pretty good as well. Has won 4 of his last 6 and never finished worse than second in his last 6 starts. Tyler Smith, 25 wins this year, really close to $400,000 in earnings. The second driver to get a hat trick at Miami Valley yesterday was Jeremy Smith. He wins race 5 in a wire-to-wire effort with Rockin' Mercedes. They go 155-1. The second win comes in race 13 with Premier Dreamer, 5-year-old gelding by odds on Ecleus. They go 153 flat. A lot of good races near the end here we're looking at today. I love it. And the third and final win for Jeremy Smith, race 14 with Chief Mate, a 7-year-old gelding by Captain Trentress, gets his first win of the year in 153-3. Jeremy Smith stats this year, 25 wins, just close to $300,000 in earnings. We'll move on to Thursday at Miami Valley. Just yesterday, one driver had a hat trick, Trey Colbeck. First win was race 11. Gets the job done with unlike any other, an 8-year-old gelding by Pet Rock. 2 for 2 is the gelding this year. 152-2, best time of the year so far. Trey Colbeck's second win. Actually, this is would be his third win. Comes in race 12 with Howard's Hugh, an 8-year-old gelding. They go 151-1. Trace Colbeck's first win, actually, yesterday, came in race 8 with the open pace. So I'm going to step aside here like I always do as we look at the feature races. So here is Carbine winning the open pace yesterday at Miami Valley.
They're off and pacing for the lead. Carbine left alertly. Later Dudes chased away to the inside. Dashing Hill. Self-Made is there fourth, followed by Stars Align early. Trailer Jack's Legend. They'll race around the turn and make their way over to the half. Carbine has early command. Later Dudes tucked in. Dashing Hill is third. Then it is Self-Made. Stars Align and Jack's Legend. The quarter came and went 27-2. Single file, they march through the lane the first time. It's Carbine, the 2-1 favorite who has the lead. They'll take him under the line the first time. Later Dudes will track from the pocket. Loose third, Dashing Hill. Length is Self-Made, followed by Stars Align and Jack's Legend. No second quarter movement. Single file on over to the half, and Carbine is having his way on the lead. Readed with Trace Colbeck in the bike, followed closely by Later Dudes. He's under tight lines. Dashing Hill closer third, fourth, Self-Made, half 55-1. 27-4 second quarter. Down the backstretch they go. Dashing Hill first to flush from third. It's a link back to Self-Made. He's trying to get in gear. Stars Align is next, and the trailer is Jack's Legend. To 3/4 they go. Carbine has a lead. Later Dudes is racing there in second. Page with his hands full, sitting in the pocket outside Dashing Hill. Stars Align second over fourth. Self-Made gaps inside. Trailer Jack's Legend 3/4 was 122-2. 27-1 down the backstretch. Carbine with the lead. Later Dudes looking for a way through. Dashing Hill to his outside. Through the stretch, it's Carbine. Later Dudes trying to shake free. Outside is Dashing Hill to the wire. It's Carbine with the lead. Carbine to win it. Later Dudes. Dashing Hill, 149-4.
149-4 before I got cut off for Carbine. Move on to Dover Downs. They had racing yesterday. A pair of drivers had, actually 3 drivers had a hat trick. First, we're going to look at Tim Colbeck. First win comes in race 1 with Faridi. an 8-year-old gelding by Tell It Like It Is. They go 154 flat. Sorry, still got the hiccups. Ooh. Tim Tetrick's second win comes the next race in race number 2 with 6 feet apart. 5-year-old gelding by Sweet Lou. They go 152 and 4 for the gelding's first win of the new year. And Tim Tetrick gets the hat trick in race 8 with Sir Isaac Newton, a 4-year-old gelding by Captain Trenturous, 150 and 3 for the gelding's second win of the year, 9th lifetime. Tim Tetrick this year, 21 wins and 80 starts, over $313,000 in earnings. Another driver to get a hat trick yesterday at Dover Downs with Corey Callahan. His first win is race 3 with Shooby Doo, 9-year-old gelding by Shooby's Place. They go 151 and 1. The geldings won 3 of his last 4. Callahan's second win comes in race 5 with DS Heartland, a 5-year-old gelding by Badlands Hanover, 151 and 3 for this gelding's second win of the year and 11th lifetime. And Callahan, hats fly for him in race 7 with Keep On Rockin', a 12-year-old gelding by Rock and Roll Hanover, 152 and 1 for 4 straight wins. Callahan this year, 29 wins and 95 starts, $351,000 in earnings. The third driver to get a hat trick yesterday at Dover Downs, Anthony Morgan. First win was race 4 in 153 and 2 with Intimidation, a 4-year-old gelding, picking up his first win of the year. Second win for Morgan comes race 12 with Declan Sealster, a 9-year-old gelding by Big Jim. Second win for him this year in 3 starts, back-to-back wins, 152 and 1. And the third and final win for Anthony Morgan, race 14, wins by a neck in 152 and 3 with Knott's Mist, a 4-year-old gelding by Powerful Mist. Anthony Morgan's 2024, 19 wins, $292,000 in earnings. Really getting close to $150 million in career earnings, $145 million as of right now. Move on to Rosecroft on Thursday. A pair of drivers had hat tricks as well. First up, Jonathan Roberts wins the first race with Your Brother, a 4-year-old gelding. Goes wire to wire in 152 and 4. The geldings won 4 in a row. Roberts' second win comes in race 5 with Roctavius, 11-year-old gelding. They go 154 and 1. And the third win for Jonathan Roberts comes with, I love this, Danger Zone. 5-year-old gelding by Captain Trenturous. They go 153 flat in race 8. Jonathan Roberts has, let's see here, 3 wins this year and 11 starts, really close to $20,000 in earnings. It's over 4,670 career wins. The other driver to have a hat trick yesterday at Rosecroft with Jonathan Ali. First win is race 2 with Anarchy Hanover, 11-year-old gelding. They go 155 and 4. And then his next 2 wins actually come in the Maryland Preferred Open number 1 pace and the Open 2 pace. So I'm going to step aside. We're going to look here at the first Open, race 10. The winning horse Around Midnight. So let's listen in.
Field of 8 for the Open 1 handicap, or not handicap. It's an open draw tonight. They're all on gate, and away they go. They're off and pacing. Several early candidates. Somebody's going to have to make a business decision here soon. In between them Around Midnight, leaving aggressively here with Love Me Some Lou. Down to the inside, It's Good to Be the King. Precision Blue Chip parked on the outside, 4th. 5th at the inside is Racer Pacer, followed by Shim. Then it is Thor and Dr. Jones, and Marco Beach in a stunner takes back here tonight. Why? They went 26 and 1 to the opening quarter. Around Midnight loops back around. Love Me Some Lou here It's Good to Be the King pacing third. Precision Blue Chip is fourth. Then it is Racer Pacer, followed by Shim. 2 more to Thorn Dr. Jones, and Marco Beach is the trailer. Single file as they head to the half mile through the clubhouse turn. Hello, 54-2. It's around midnight, leading it by 2. Love Me Some Lou pacing in second. It's Good to Be the King is third. Down the backside, here comes Precision Blue Chip for a second move now from fourth. Racer Pacer's going to follow that. Down the inside, Shim. 3 wide, Marco Beach from the back. And the trailer is Thorn Dr. Jones. Around midnight, Love Me Some Lou remaining second. 3/4 in 1:22-3. It's around midnight. Love Me Some Lou. Everybody else has got some work to do as they come around the final turn. Around midnight, Love Me Some Lou. These two are broken away from the rest, and around midnight, looking strong here for Ollie. Love Me Some Lou with one final lunge at him. It'll be around midnight and Love Me Some Lou around midnight, and Jonathan Ollie to win it. Love Me Some Lou, Shim.
Yeah, around midnight, 151-1 for Jonathan Ollie. He then goes and wins the Open 2 a few races later with Ideal Star, a 10-year-old gelding by American Ideal, in 151-4. I'll step aside again. Let's listen into this.
Tip of the cap to our photographer, Eric Bones Jones, taking the pictures out there in the cold winter circle tonight. Open 2 pacers are ready to go, and they are underway. From the middle of the racetrack, Musical Box and Bryson Dunning going to try and speed out of their competition, though. Down at the pylons with Snoopy Snoop away alertly. O'Neill took a peek with Derby Dog Hanover. He'll head to the pylons now, third, getting away in fourth for Sea of Life. As they come through the turn, looking to tuck in right behind that one is Ideal Star N. Trying to get some cover there and follow him to the pylons is Always On Top. They win another fast quarter, 26 and 2/5 seconds. 2 more back to Eddie Bauer. Then it's Jack Quick, Dr. Mickey Trails. On the lead, Snoopy Snoop is there. To the inside, Derby Dog Hanover. On the outside, Musical Box continues to play a tune, parked out there third. Down to the inside, fourth for Sea of Life. Ideal Star is next. Up on the outside, Eddie Bauer is underway for Olsen. Down to the inside, Always On Top stays there. Halftime, 55 seconds flat. Coming from the back, Jack Quick try to choose a path here. And the back marker remains Dr. Mickey, who will tip to the outside. It's Snoopy Snoop, but coming with a rush. Here comes Ideal Star on the outside. Down to the inside, third, Derby Dog Hanover. On the outside, Eddie Bauer lost the cover quickly because Ideal Star was shot out of an absolute Evel Knievel-like cannon. He leads it by 5 in 1:23-4. Derby Dog Hanover gets off the pylons to try and give a valiant chase, but all they're getting right now is vapors. Ideal Star N showing his heels to the field, and the 10-year-old with an impressive performance here for Jonathan Ollie. Snoopy Snoop second, very tight for third between Sea of Life and Derby Dog Hanover.
We had 2 more tracks to go last night. Flamborough Downs. The big winner was Travis Cullen. He ends up with 5 wins. First one comes in race number 2 with Brody Scrapper, a 13-year-old gelding by Mach 3. He's actually won 4 in a row, this gelding. Perfect 2 for 2 this year. They go 155-1. Cullen's second win comes in race 4 with Better Not Match Me, a 4-year-old mare by Better Than Cheddar. They go 156-3. Cullen gets his hat trick in the next race in race 5 with Play and Bad, a 5-year-old gelding by Shadow Play. Second win of the year already for the gelding. Back-to-back wins. They go 156 flat. Another snowy day in southern Ontario. 4th win for Cullen, race 6, a wire-to-wire effort in 154-2 with Smooth Lou, an 8-year-old pacing gelding by Sweet Lou. Perfect 2 for 2 this year. Did go wire-to-wire, but did have some late pressure there. And the 5th win for Cullen goes to You're the One, who's perfect 3 for 3 this year. They go 153-4. Cullen's 2024, 19 wins and 70 starts, $120,000 in earnings. He's really close to $20 million in career earnings, $19,224,000. So, yeah, that's last night at Flamborough. Last track we'll look at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Doug McNair has a hat trick, 3 straight wins, race 7, 8, and 9. First, here's race 7. He wins in 157 in a wire-to-wire effort by Del Diggity, a 6-year-old mare by So Surreal. First win of the new year for her. Like I said, 3 straight wins in a row. So next race, race 8. McNair was back in the winner's circle, this time with another mare, an 8-year-old mare by Playa Duraz by Sunshine Beach. Her first win of the year. 156 and 3. Late push here. You see them right there, the number 1, kind of in the middle-ish of the track, middle of the pack there. And the third final win for Doug McNair, race 9, 156 and 3 by Little Bearcat, another mare. Her first win of the year as well. Doug McNair, 12 wins this year, over $209,000 in earnings. And that's all the things I have for recap. But up next, I'm going to throw some picks at you here, just in case nothing, as long as it doesn't get canceled. Here's my Century Mile pick 5. Right there. Oh, sorry, Charlottetown. We're going to go Charlottetown first. It starts races 1 through 5. My first pick is the 2. Sorry, my things are out of order here. Give me 1 second. I'll pause this and we'll start over. Okay, Charlottetown, tomorrow. I like the 2 and the 1 in race 1. The 2 is Southfield Sandy. This is whose highlights we're looking at right here. 11 wins last year. He's a perfect 1-for-1 this year. We'll have David Dowling in the bike. I'm going to take the 2 in the first leg, but I will pair it with the 1, Hemingway, 13-year-old gelding by Well Said, which we'll actually look at here in a second. Like that camera angle at Charlottetown. Pair him up with Hemingway, a 13-year-old gelding by Well Said. 31 career wins. Will be making his 301st start tomorrow. I'm going to take 2 and 1 in the first leg at Charlottetown. Race number 2. I like 3, 6, 5, and 4. The 3 is Outrageous Show. 5 wins last year, yet to win this year. It's a lifetime mark of 157 and 4. That was a big win last year for Outrageous Show. Actually had a couple wins last year. 4 of them come last year. Made just shy of $10,000 last year. But I'm going to pair Outrageous Show up here with a few other ones. Redland Samson is the 6. 4-year-old gelding by Art Speak. Yet to win this year as well. Had 2 wins last year. His lifetime mark of 157 and 2. Will team up with Ken Murphy in the bike. I also like the 5, Brookdale Ollie, a 7-year-old shadow play. Yet to win this year. Had 2 wins last year. 9 in his career. Lifetime mark of 155 and 3. He gets Ken Arsenal in the bike. And I like 4 horses in race 2. The 4th one is number 4, Popular Artie, an 8-year-old gelding by Mach 3. 13 wins in his career, 3 last year. Making his 3rd start, winless this year. 155 and 1 is his lifetime mark. Corey McPherson will be in the bike. Third leg, I like 3, 4, and 5. The 3 is Spicy P, a 6-year-old gelding by Up the Credit. has a win already this year, won his last start in 156-1. 18 career wins with a lifetime mark of 153-3, which he did at Harris, Philadelphia. 18 career wins. Jason Hughes will be in the bike tomorrow. For second, my second choice here in race 3, I like the 4 Cheeky Play, 5-year-old gelding by Shadow Play. Corey McPherson will be in the bike for this one, yet to win this year. 10 in his career, 7 came last year, a lifetime mark of 156-1. Finished second his last time out. And the third option I like here in race 3, leg 3, is the number 5, Navalny, a 6-year-old gelding by Control the Moment. Adam Murner will be in the bike. Yet to win this year in one start. Finished second, though, his last time out. 13 career wins, lifetime mark of 153-1. One win coming in 2023. The fourth leg, I like the 7 and the 8. The 7 is Skip Across, a 6-year-old pacing mare by Better Than Cheddar. She's won her once this year in 159-4. Followed it up with a 4th place finish last time out. Jason Hughes will be in the bike with the mare. Her lifetime mark of 157 flat was achieved at Woodbine Mohawk Park. And the second horse I like in race 4 is the 8 Rock and Roll Keys, a 4-year-old mare by Tobago Keys. She's got 1 win this year and a 3rd. She won her last time out in 2 minutes and 3/5. Brady Sweet will be in the bike. Her lifetime mark of 155-2 was achieved at Summerside. And leg 5, I like the 1 and the 5. The 1 is She's Rockin' Fame, a 5-year-old mare by He's Watching. Perfect 2 for 2 this year. Both miles went in 2:01 flat. Both of those wins came with Mark Bradley. This time, David Dowling will be in the bike. And the second horse, another clip here of She's Rockin' Fame. This was their last win. Both have been hard fought and close. And the last horse I like in this one is the 5, Vasily Amos, a 6-year-old mare by Steelhead Hanover. Yet to win this year, finished 3rd last time out in 2:01-1. Had 2 wins, though, last year, 9 in her career. Ken Arsenal will be in the bike. So this is my pick 5 selection for Charlottetown tomorrow. 2-1, 3-6, 5-4, 3-4-5 with 7-8 with 1-5. Make sure either check into Charlottetown Driving Park tomorrow or check in on our Monday show if you want to see how this does. We also have the Century Mile pick 5. Starts in race 7 tomorrow. And that's on the bottom of the screen is what I like here. First race, I like 7, 6, and 2. The 7 is Daisy Corvette, a 5-year-old mare. She's got 7 wins in her career, making her 2024 debut here. She'll team up with Mike Hennessy. We'll have to come from post 7 though, but but I'm not too concerned. This is the Philly Mare Open tomorrow. We're gonna throw a little bit of a potential long shot in here to the 6 Outlaw Alley. Oops, I think it was 8-1 morning line odds. We'll have Phil Giesbrick in the bike. He's been hot to start the year. This 8-year-old mare by Blue Burner. He's made 1 start this year already and finished 2nd. Had 8 wins last year. Finished 2024 with 3 straight wins. And the third horse I like in to open up is the 2. If only I know, a 6-year-old mare. She's been racing at Fraser Downs to end off 2023. David Kelly will be in the bike. 3 wins last year, 16 in her career. So 7-6-2 is how I like to start off the Century Mile pick 5. Move on to the second leg. It's really close to singling this next horse. The 4, Diva Amore, a 4-year-old mare by Custer the Dragon. She's 1 for 1 this year with a 157-2. She'll have Phil Giesbrick in the bike as well. I really like how this mare's been racing. but I did actually team her up with the 6. But let's just look one more time at Diva Amore, because this was her last start at Century Mile just a couple weeks ago. 157-2. I could see her repeating that performance. But I did pair her up with the 6, which is My Little Chloe, a 4-year-old mare by Libretta, a Manitoba bred. She made 1 start this year, finished 5th. But I did like how she raced to finish off last year. She had 6 wins last year. All her career wins came last year. She's going to have Thomas Michael Miller in the bike tomorrow. So far I got 7-6-2 in the first leg, 4-6 in the second leg. Move on to the third leg, which is race 9. I like 4, 5, and 6. The 4, Wine 30, a 5-year-old gelding by Vertical Horizon, making his first start of the year. Finished 2023 with back-to-back 6th places. 6th place finishes, sorry. These hiccups. 11 career wins. Mike Hennessy will be in the bike. This was one of his wins from last year. Another win back at Century Downs. Another horse I like in the third leg is the 5, Blue Powder, 7-year-old gelding by Blue Burner. Perfect 1-for-1 this year. That's kind of why I have to throw him in. JF Gagne will be in the bike. He won his last start in 155-4. That was his 7th career win. His lifetime mark is 154-4. And the third horse I like in leg 3 is the 6, Ami Captain Hanover, an 8-year-old gelding by Captain Trenturous. Made 1 start this year, finished 7th, but will look to bounce back with Kelly Horton the bike. Had 4 wins last year, 36 in his career. So 4, 5, and 6, and the third leg, which is race 9. Race 10, the fourth leg, give me 2 horses, the 1 and the 2. The 1, Came a Cavalier, another Kelly Hort. Won his last start in 155-1. Has actually won 2 of his last 3. Has finished no worse than 2nd in his last 4. 14 career wins, 13 have come last year. Came a Cavalier. Probably will have a lot of the money on him. But the other horse I like is the 2 in race 10, and that's Retro's Mystery, a 10-year-old gelding. Sorry, this is still Came a Cavalier. We'll move on to Retro's Mystery, a 10-year-old gelding by Mystery Chase. 6 wins last year, 26 in his career. Jamie Gray will be in the bike. Lifetime mark of 152-3. Fastest mile last year was 153-4 at Track on 2. Had back-to-back wins, and then at the end of last year before finishing 6th on New Year's Eve at Century Mile. I apologize. The hiccups won't go away today. Live shows, that's the only downside. And the last and final leg 5, race 11. Give me the 8 and the 5. The 8 is Go On Bobo, a 5-year-old mare by Lambretta. Yet to win this year in 1 start, finished 3rd last time out. We'll have Brandon Campbell in the bike tomorrow. Her lifetime mark of 155-4, which was achieved at Century Mile last year. She had a string of 3 wins in November to December. So, Go On Bobo. And the second horse I like, another Manitoba bred. This one, Me So Classy. So this is still Go On Bobo, but we'll look here at Me So Classy, a 7-year-old mare by In the Irons. Made 1 start this year, finished 4th, had 14 wins in her career. 4 have come last year, a lifetime mark of 153 flat. So my Century Mile pick 5 tomorrow, starting race 7. 7-6-2 in the first leg, 4-6 in the second leg, which is race 8. Race 9, third leg is 4-6. 4-5-6 is the third leg. Fourth leg, 1 and 2. And the final race, race 11, 8-5. And that's everything I have for you today. We had some recaps, we had some picks, some previews. We got a little bit of everything today. Well, thank you for joining me here on a Friday show. We'll be back Monday. What day of the week is? What date is it on Monday? I'm bad with that. 22nd. We'll be back on the 22nd of January. We'll be back Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, all remainder of the winter, spring, and summer long. Maybe we'll throw in some weekend shows. Let me know how that sounds. We might do some live shows on Saturdays and Sundays and try to have up-to-date coverage of all the tracks going on. It's in the works. We're here on our presenting sponsor, harnessnlink.com, because harnessnlink.com is the only harness racing website truly dedicated to covering news and events in the standardbred industry worldwide: Australia, New Zealand, Europe, Canada, and the United States. And we're also sponsored by HarnessBid, because it's a game changer, just like this show, in the industry, with zero commission on any horse. So visit harnessbid.com. And thank you again for our friends at the USTA. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the wonderful things you can do on social media. I'm Trey Colbeck. We'll be back, like I said, on Monday. Have a great weekend if you're watching football. Have a great weekend if you're watching horse racing. Have a great weekend if you're watching UFC and anything else. Hockey too. Go Jets, go. Go Bills, go. Have a great weekend. See ya.